Welcome to the.
Oh, we hit the wrong button. What's going on here? Welcome into the Bobby Drew Show, everybody. I forgot. I don't know why the video didn't play. I was trying to play the intro. Let's see if we can get it to play now.
Welcome to the most unprofessional sports program in the world. The Bobby Drew Show. Your trusted source for everything sports. With your sports experts, David, Brian, and Bobby Drew. Let's go.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, welcome to Bobby Drew Show. Special edition, a little bit later than usual because we're going to be live streaming the NBA Finals Game 5. And what I mean by live streaming is we cannot show it on the screen because that's a good way to get a lawsuit. But what we can do is talk about what's going on. And we got the Boston fan over here, Brian, and his crew is going to be sitting there watching the game. We're going to be able to see the live reaction of what's going on. And, of course, we got our NBA expert, Dave, over here as well. He's going to be breaking down the game in ways you've never heard of before, and I can guarantee that one. We do have a live poll going on right now. We'll update it as the game is going on. But you guys want to see what this is what the world is thinking right now when being asked who's going to win in Game 5. Brian, we know who you think is going to win.
Yep.
But let's see what the world has to say, okay? 54% of people say Mavs, and that leaves 46% saying the Boston Celtics. Okay, so that's on our TikTok page right now. If you want to go, if you want to vote and be a part of that poll, you can find us on TikTok at the Bobby Drew Show. That was a really long intro so far, but guys, here we are. It is 8:21. Tip-off is at 8:30 p.m. I see Brian's got his Boston shirt on. Micah walking around in the background. He's got his Boston jersey on. Brian, and we got who is that? That's Nate.
Nate with his Jaylen Brown jersey on.
Nate Brown over there.
Yep, we represent. Got
his Jaylen Brown jersey. All right, guys. Dave, this is our opportunity. We're gonna treat Brian as a guest here, as a Boston fan. Let's interview Brian here. For this segment of the show. Brian, we're in the pregame show for the Game 5 NBA Finals. The Dallas Mavericks just came off their first win of the series. They had a 38-point win over the Boston Celtics in Game 4. In order for Boston to close this thing out and get the chip, take home the trophy, what does Boston have to do?
Not much. They've got to play their game. They're going to be just fine. They'll play the game they have played. And I wonder if everybody that has all this energy because Dallas won a game would have had the same energy if Dallas won the first game and Boston had won these next three. I mean, it's 3-1. What world are we living in where all of a sudden we're worried? All of a sudden the Celtics fans were worried. Boston's going to play their game. They're going to come out. They're going to be more aggressive. The crowd's going to be behind them. The game's going to be over. We're going to celebrate. It's 6-17. 17th, Boston area code 617. Don't make me break down the numbers. It's Game 5. Bill Walton wore number 5. Havlicek passed away 24. Don't get me started. Sam Jones.
No.
Or do you want me to keep going?
No, don't start talking about this black magic like numbers stuff. Come on, you got to play the game. And listen, apparently there's even some Boston players are like, if we don't win, it's not like we're going to lose the championship. We still got another game to play.
But is he wrong?
Well, he's not wrong. But do you want your star players coming in with that attitude?
When Dallas loses, do they have another game to play?
Listen.
I guess what I'm trying to say is Boston has been afforded the opportunity to lose a game or two because they won the first three. And when you're that good, that's what you can do. But point is, I said before the series started, Boston in 5. It's going to be Boston in 5. They're celebrating the chip. We're going crazy. My boys are going crazy. My friends up north are going crazy. We're all going crazy. Boston's already been shut down. They got everything. They got everything shut down by the Garden. There's no foot traffic. There's going to be no car traffic after the first quarter. It's going to be crazy. They're going to queue up the duck boats, and they're getting number 18.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
When the Mavericks win tonight, will you eat that hat that's on your head?
Well, it's not really digestible, so I don't think I'll really eat it per se. But no, I probably won't eat it. But here, what though? What are you going to do when Boston wins? Because it's got to be fair to fair.
Listen,
He will shave his head.
I will shave all the hair off of my head. Listen.
No.
All right. Just to be fair, Brian, we know you're a diehard fan, Boston strong, everything. Okay. What do the Mavericks need to do to win tonight? Give us
An honest take.
Give us an honest take. What do we have to see from Dallas to win tonight?
They have to have the energy that they had in Game 4, and they have to have more. And Kyrie and Luka both have to play out of their mind. And the role players, which normally role players don't do good on the road, they have to outplay Boston's role players. And Dallas, sure, they can win, but Dallas has to play. This has to be an absolute perfect game, like for Dallas to win. They have to play perfect because the momentum right now, just, the vibes and everything else, Tatum and Brown do anything close to 50 to 60 points between the two of them, Dallas doesn't have a chance. They just don't. Because Boston, others, like I said, Boston, when they came out in Game 4, when they sat their starters, they were shooting 32%. They're not 30. If they had shot 44 to 48% before they came out, even though they were down by 30, if you add the numbers, they would have been down by maybe 10 points, and it's a totally different ball game. Boston is not going to shoot 31% again today. They're not. I think this is the game that Boston is going to go off, which they haven't yet in the finals. I think this is going to be one of those shooting games where they have 20-plus three-pointers. And if they do, Dallas doesn't have enough three-pointers to keep up. The matches won't ever add up.
So in Game 4, why do you think what happened in Game 4? Why did that happen?
Human nature, because Boston really, it's human nature. You're an athlete. If you played any kind of organized sport, when you have a lead like that, and if you go down because if it was 31-21, if it was 31-21 Boston, Dallas would have folded. It's just human nature. How are we ever going to overcome this? Boston was down 31-21. Human nature just tells you, okay, they're going to get this game because the effort was just there because Dallas was playing with the backs to the wall. Well, with what everybody is saying, Boston right now today is going to play basically with their backs to the wall because everybody's thinking if Boston loses today, the series is going to be over, which I don't see how that's. There's still 2 more games to play, but so Boston's going to come out aggressive, and it's just human nature. They just know we have 4 chances to get 1 game, and Boston never lost 3 games in a row this year, and now all of a sudden they're going to lose 4 games. Can't see it. Can't.
When Tim Hardaway Jr. starts scoring points, it's getting pretty bad. That's when you know the game is probably over.
Yep.
They put Tim Hardaway Jr. in to run point. Nah, man, something is just not right, and it's probably because you're down by 38. That's the only reason that would happen. Well, there's about 10 or 8 to 10 minutes left until tip off.
Yep.
Brian, we know obviously you think Boston is winning. Dave, who are you gonna take for the game tonight? Dallas or Boston?
I don't. I think I've said nothing. Mavericks all the way. They're gonna win. Their back is truly against the wall, Brian. They have to play to win. What is Joseph saying?
He says 6 plus 7. Or 6 minus 17 equals 11. Patriots have been to the Super Bowl 11 times. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Oh, we're a mass show. Come on, it's the New England team. That's what we do.
What?
It's like Boston's mascot, the leprechaun. He's Lucky the Leprechaun, right? All these are favoring Boston.
It's like the Bobby Drew code.
It's
Officially, our live poll on TikTok right now has everybody's picking. We got 55% of people say the Mavs are winning Game 5, and 45% say the Boston Celtics.
awesome. Hey, everybody out there, remember, we keep receipts.
Yes, we do, and I posted all about that. Hey, looking at this, I'm looking at the screen right now. I did see a blurb come up before we went live. It says that Kristaps Porzingis is available tonight. Is he playing? Do you know, Brian?
Yeah, he's on the floor right now. He's gonna play. They're saying.
All right. That's a huge thing for Boston. But
Locked in. Let's go!
it comes back to, is he healthy though? That's the thing. Like, he can play,
But Kristaps Porzingis at 80% is a problem for the Mavericks.
yeah. Well, what they really need is me. That's what Dallas needs. I can play post defense against KP. I ain't scared of him. I'm not scared of that guy.
Bro, you would literally be below his belt line. It would be like Kevin Hart out there trying to block Shaq.
How tall is KP?
7'3".
7'3". Oh wow.
You put your hand all the way up and you wouldn't touch his chin.
That dude is 7'3".
Yeah.
He's almost 2 feet taller than. He's like a foot and a half taller than I am. I'm 5'8". So.
No, he's 29 inches taller than you, bro.
Yeah, that's a problem. That would be a problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh, are we doing the national anthem? Are we going to stand for the national anthem, guys?
Well, I always take my hat off.
That guy looks like Trey Young. I don't know who that guy was on the Dallas side. He looked like Trey Young.
Who's singing?
I don't know yet. Let's see.
We're getting hyped now, like we feel it here in the Larson household. We get pumped.
I get pumped for America.
Ah! You can scream. They'll mute us.
Yeah, I'm going to mute you guys in a second. Don't worry. Here we go. Who is that? Oh, Joel James. Or Jolie James? Who is that? Dave, put your hand over your heart.
Sorry, I was trying to turn my volume up.
And now, for the singing of our national anthem, please welcome a Grammy Award winner and artist live from Vanilla Factory Music Recording, Joel James.
Woo! Let's go!
Let's go, America. I feel like that was the longest national anthem of my entire life.
That's only because we're live.
Yeah, like I was sitting here like, there's no way this is as long as that.
I noticed she's got a blue blazer on. Does that
Green fingernails?
I didn't. You're breaking up. You keep breaking up. We can't hear what you're saying.
He said green fingernails. She had green fingernails is what he said.
He knows what I said.
Yeah, he knows it. He knows what he said. Anyways, I was gonna ask a question, but then I had forgotten. Oh, for me, for Game 5, let's say, for me, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a Dallas fan. I wouldn't say I'm a Boston fan. I do like Luka a lot, and I do like Kyrie. I liked Kyrie when I first started watching basketball. But for me, if Boston wins, I'm okay with that because I like Joe Mazzulla. I love his interviews. He's awesome to watch. I don't know, Dave. I don't know if you ever saw that clip. I never knew it was him until I seen it recently. He's the one that said there was a reporter said because the royal family was at one of the games or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, did you get to spend time with the royal family?" And he's like, "Who?" And they're like, "The royal family." He goes, he goes, Mother Mary and Joseph and Jesus," and they're like, "No." He goes, "Oh, that's the only royal family that I'm familiar with. That's the only people that was
Nope.
that was him." So I do. I do.
Oh.
If the Celtics win, I'll be happy to see him get that. If Boston wins, if Dallas wins, it would be cool to see Luka get one, Kyrie get another one. I'm happy either way. The only downside is if Boston wins, we have to hear Brian talk about it for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, but you know what? If they lose, we have to hear Brian talk about it.
Hey, I'm equal. You guys know that I've been a part of wins and losses. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There's just, it's inevitable because my teams are in it so much. They're not going to win them all. I mean,
Joseph, how do you pronounce that last name?
Gore.
Joseph Gore says, "Let's go."
Now you got to say that like Tom Brady would be saying it.
Oh,
No, we can't.
but
we try not to be vulgar on this show.
Well, yeah, we just go. We don't say the other stuff exactly.
Or you can do it like Dak and say, "Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go." Oh man.
Hey, I did call Celtics in 7, so
Celtics in 5. I'm right. You're right with the team, just not the game.
I said Dallas in 6, and that's not going to happen. So
just like you were right with the team, but not your bracket in the March Madness.
But that's what I'm saying. So now it's my turn where you're gonna be right, but just not with the amount of games.
Okay.
So mine is gonna, instead of saying the sports guy, it'll be Celtics 18-time champ friend.
Listen, if you're watching the live stream and you're in the comments, let us make your pick now before the game starts, so you can't be a cheater later on. Like,
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, you can't make your pick when there's 5 minutes left in the game, or if one team comes out dominating in the first period and they're up by like 15, you can't just make your pick off that. That's not how we do things around here. But what's going to happen tonight for all of you that are watching? We appreciate you joining in. We're going to live stream most of the first half. We're going to get to see Brian's reaction over here. We're going to get to see his reactions live. We will have him muted for volume purposes to save your ears. So we'll get to watch his reactions when the game is going on. Me and Dave, we're going to be watching the game. We might talk about it and comment about it a little bit. But in between also, me and Dave are really pumped about fantasy football because that's what we know most. Oh, it did the thing again.
Mine doesn't do that.
I don't know. I think it's a setting on my phone. But we're really pumped about fantasy football. So we're going to talk about that because that's what we're really good at. As you can see, fantasy football champ right down here. So we're going to discuss maybe some people we want to highlight, some teams to look out for, some strategies when drafting, so on and so on. Because once the NBA is over, we're going to be kicking fantasy football talk into high gear. We're going to become a fantasy football show, basically. Oh, Bob Boysell in the comments, he says, "Go Mavs." Oh my gosh. Oh man. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because I'm rooting for the Mavs or what. Oh no, he gives a little explanation. He wants to see an interesting series. So that's what Bob Boysell is looking for in the comments. Dave, you made your pick, Dallas, and I'm going to pick Dallas to win this one. But I will say, I will not be surprised. It's a home court playing in the Garden. What'd you say, Brian?
You might want to mute us now.
That's a good idea. We're going to mute Brian. He will not be able
Hey,
to.
set your camera up so we can see all of you.
Yeah, I already heard clapping. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as I muted, it's like, "Whoa!"
Put your camera over like by the TV, so we're like you're
Yeah,
looking at the
let us
TV,
get a
but we're looking back at you.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, Brian, let's get a TV view, the whole living room there. We'll be able to see. We'll
Oh,
be able
make
to
sure you got pants on and stuff.
He's got shorts. He's wearing
You're not on your underwear. Is
man,
it just you two?
Where's Micah? He's probably working. We have him muted, Dave. He can't hear us. We can say whatever we want now.
He can't hear us?
No, he can hear us, but he can't talk. We have him muted. We can say whatever we want.
Well, I will say this. I've got the game on, but I think I'm delayed by like 90 seconds or something from what's actually happened. Have they tipped off yet?
Yeah, the tip-off just happened.
It just happened. All right. So like on my screen, they're just now going for the tip-off. So I'm like on a 30-second delay from where you're at.
And Boston is up 2-0. 2-0 Boston. 2-0 Boston's in the lead. Dallas is bringing the ball up, and he almost threw the ball away. Look at these guys. What? They scored 2 points, and they are already cheering. Oh man, Luka in and out.
Well, all right. Listen, let that play. Okay, I just seen them throw it away almost. I'm way too behind. Yeah, I don't know if I can refresh this.
I also think that Brian and Nate are a little behind too, because I was watching their reactions and stuff, and it was a little delayed from what was going on the TV. But
how are you watching? I'm watching through an app. I know he's watching through an app.
I'm watching on my TV through the Spectrum app.
Oh, okay. So you're probably more live because you're going right through the cable. All right, listen. Forget about basketball. It's me and you now. Let's talk about something important in life, okay? Fantasy football. Yes. So I don't even know. There is so much we can talk about. I don't even know how you want to start, but let's talk about something interesting.
Well, let's see. We could talk about some quarterbacks. Let's talk about some quarterbacks and some potential in the quarterback world when it comes to fantasy football. There's a hand behind you.
That's Wyatt.
Oh. But when it comes to quarterbacks in fantasy football, it's a very interesting thing because if you have a team that has a really powerful running game, sometimes it does hinder the passing game. But then if you have a team that's all about passing, then obviously the quarterback is a little bit more, valuable to our fantasy football team. But then we also got to factor in the running. So, for instance, I don't know if you have Google pulled up. You can pull up Josh Allen's stats from last season. So, Josh Allen, if I remember correctly, he ended the season as the QB1 for fantasy football, and his stats would not reflect that. All right, this guy threw a crazy amount of interceptions last season.
He threw like 18 interceptions.
18 interceptions. All right, and but how many rushing touchdowns did he have?
Oh, I'm trying to get it pulled up now. Let me go to StatMuse. Let's see. Oh, it pops right up to Brock Purdy. Must be the last player I searched. Let me see. Josh.
I think he had double-digit rushing touchdowns.
All right. So let me see. So the regular season, let me see. Yards per game, 29 touchdowns. He had 524 rushing yards, 15 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah. So Josh Allen with 15. That was the determining factor. So for our league, we had Josh Allen. Every interception was -2 points, but every rushing touchdown is 6 points, and that's why it propelled him to being QB1 in our league. So you look at a quarterback like Josh Allen. What kind of stats are we going to expect from Josh Allen this season without Stephon Diggs, They also lost Gabe Davis, so he really doesn't have much wide receiver. He does have James Cook, but what are we going to expect out of Josh Allen this season?
I don't know. Who are his receivers? I mean, do we have? Are there any names on that, or is it just going to be more rushing?
I know
him?
his name, and it's Chase Claypool, and that guy is irrelevant.
Well, let me see. So last year, throwing the ball, he averaged 253 yards a game, which is decent. But you take away Stephon Diggs out of that, and his average probably would go way down. I haven't even done any research on the Bills yet, so I don't even know who their wide receivers are this year.
There's nobody. There's Chase Claypool and a bunch of nobodies. That's who they got. So let's say, for me, Josh Allen, in my eyes, Josh Allen is still valuable because we know he's not going to have a lot of wide receivers to throw the ball to, but we do know that they have James Cook in the backfield. He's a good receiving back. So he's going to be dumping off to James Cook a lot. And then not only that, that means Josh Allen's going to have to run the ball. If they get into the red zone, they're not throwing the ball. They're going to run the ball a lot. So let's play a little game here, Dave. All right? Let's play a little game. I want to test your decision making.
All right.
I'm going to give you 3 quarterbacks. We're going to play keep, trade, cut. Out of these 3 quarterbacks, you have to keep the player on your team. You have to trade the other one, and then you have to cut one of them. All right? So let's go. Okay. We'll put Josh Allen in there. We got Josh Allen. We got Lamar Jackson. And Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. Allen,
Lamar Jackson, and Patrick Mahomes. You're going to keep.
But we're going fantasy points.
We're talking about fantasy football.
Then I'll tell you right now, as we watch these boys jumping in the background, I'll tell you right now, I'm keeping Josh Allen. I'm playing Josh Allen. I'm cutting Patrick Mahomes, and I'll trade Lamar.
Wow, you're gonna keep Josh Allen. You're gonna cut Patrick Mahomes. And then trade Lamar Jackson.
We didn't get great fantasy output from Patrick Mahomes last year, did we?
He was like middle of the road, but he did decent, but it wasn't crazy. Look at these guys look at Nate over here, like pumping up the crowd. They're literally in their living room. And he's like pumping up the crowd. Like, what's going on over there? This is hilarious. This is actually pretty funny. Oh my gosh!
Right.
Look at him! Look at him! he's like
they're gone. Where'd they go? There they are.
Like Casey the back. He's like in the game. This guy thinks he's on the team. Oh, this guy thinks he's on the team right now. That is hilarious. Should I unmute him to see what's going on over there?
Here's the deal. I've got Kaylee in the background. So all right. So here's the deal. I am kind of going by our stats from last year and thinking about it. Patrick Mahomes has got too many weapons on his team that he had 0 rushing touchdowns last year.
Yeah.
And even Lamar Jackson only had 5. But Josh Allen, we still get a lot of he still runs the ball quite a bit. He had over 500 yards rushing last year. And he scores touchdowns when he does that. I don't know. I just think it's hard to say. I don't know.
Well, this is what you got to look at also with those 2 quarterbacks as well. One is that Lamar Jackson, they just got a huge upgrade at running back. They got Derrick Henry in the backfield now.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so
they lost some wide receivers too. So what I could expect, yes, Derrick Henry is going to get rushes in the red zone, like in the 5-yard line and stuff. But this is going to open up a window for some fake, some like option runs for Lamar Jackson. I believe they're going to be so focused on Derrick Henry. I think that we're going to see Lamar Jackson get a few more rushing touchdowns this season. Now, looking at Patrick Mahomes, They did add Hollywood Brown to their wide receiver core, and they got Mecole Hardman back. So he has a little bit more talent, I would say, than he had last year with Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown is a good wide receiver. He's just always kind of been injured, not really found his groove. But I think we're going to see an increase in production from Patrick Mahomes, I believe. We'll see a reduction from Josh Allen, and I think Lamar Jackson will either be even or a little bit better. Look at these guys. He's waving his hat around and stuff. And Joseph Gore in the comments says it's over. It's 9-2. It's 9-2, and this guy's over here saying it's over. Oh my!
Oh my God! What a start!
That guy's a Boston fan. That guy's a Boston fan. I can already tell. That's all I need to know. All right, Dave. I like it though. I would. Okay. Let's do some same scenario. We're gonna do keep, trade, cut. But we're gonna go with some maybe not. I don't want to say middle tier, but we're gonna go with some other quarterbacks that aren't like the face of the NFL right now. We're gonna do keep, trade, cut. You have. Let's see. We have C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love, and let's go C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love, and Brock Purdy.
Ooh. Well, first of all, you know how I feel about Brock Purdy. But that being said, who had Brock Purdy on their fantasy team last year? I think it was Josh. But he did good. He got like his I don't know what his fantasy output was last year, but it was decent for sure. Wow, CJ Stroud. All right. I already know all the weapons that Brock Purdy has this year, and we've kind of seen his style. CJ Stroud. Who's he throwing to?
He's got Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, and what's the other guy? It's Nico Collins.
Did you say Stephon Diggs went to?
Yeah, Stephon
Texans.
Diggs. Yep, Stephon Diggs is on the Texans now. And he's got some good tight ends. He's got Dalton Schultz over there as a tight end as well.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I think I think out of that group, I would start CJ Stroud.
You would start CJ Stroud, huh?
Yeah, I would trade Brock Purdy for what's his name that I got for a steal last year. Can't even think of his name.
Wait,
this left my brain. I would trade Brock Purdy.
Was it? You would trade. Okay, so you're trading Brock Purdy. You're keeping CJ Stroud. So that means you're going to cut Jordan Love.
Yeah.
All right. I can respect that. I don't mind that at all. I'm trying to look up the stats, but it seems that my NFL fantasy football app is. Oh, wait, there we go. Here we go. Nope.
Where are you looking up the stats at?
I'm trying to use our fantasy app, but let me go to. I got a different one I'm going to use. Let's go
these
to
guys. Look at these guys.
What are they? They're coaching over there or something?
Get Nate in the background. Oh my God. 10-5.
Yeah, 10-5 in the first. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
It's over, man.
That's what Joe Gore says. He says this game's already over. All right, Kyrie Irving's got the ball. Jaylen Brown's on defense, got a pick set. Kyrie goes, puts up a three, missed it, in and out. Man, in just the first minutes of this game so far, I've seen 2 or 3 shots go straight in and out.
Yeah, that's the thing. With I was watching some of the pregame stuff. Kyrie's got to do better if they're going to win.
Oh yeah, for
just
sure.
Flat out. Luka can only do so much. He's played great. Actually, game 4. He did pretty good on defense. Actually, of course, what would Brian say? They're playing through. Oh God, give me the phone. He wants the phone. Unmute him.
Here we go.
All
right, Brian. We're gonna let you on. Look at him. He's ready. Look at him. He's like chomping.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
All right, hey, listen, I'm gonna switch off my phone to get on the laptop, so maybe you guys can see us better. So, do you see another thing for me trying to get on? Yeah, we're gonna do this live, everybody.
All right, yeah. I don't see anything.
Bye-bye.
Brian, the sports guy. Anyway, the reason why we cheer crazy is because KP is playing.
Oh, is he in?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Listen, I mean, I can't. He is a big guy. It doesn't seem like he's 100% though. It could just be me. Oh my word. Up, down. Oh, there we go. Sorry.
What?
All right, there you guys are.
I guess that really doesn't help.
It
Oh
don't
my
help.
gosh.
That's right.
The cereal box.
Your phone's probably.
I know.
The phone was better, bro.
I know. That's what we just said. Oh, well.
Bob Loisel giving us score updates like we're not watching the game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm choking.
11-2.
Oh my gosh.
Did you hear that?
I heard it. What are they cheering about?
Somebody hit a 3.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. See, I'm behind.
What's there's 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. And
I got 4 minutes and 58 seconds right now. So yeah, I'm behind whatever you guys are seeing. So
yeah, so Jason Tatum's got the ball top of the key. He's driving. He pulls up, fadeaway, misses it. Doncic gets the rebound. Luka's taking the ball up court, taking his time. He's got Jaylen Brown playing defense. They set a pick. He behind the back pass to the top, passes it to Kyrie. Kyrie fakes it, goes for the alley-oop, missed it. Luka's got the ball. Spin move. Oh, he hesies, drops it down low. What a good pass to Kyrie. Kyrie takes it crazy. Oh! What a look at!
oh,
look how
behind the
quiet they
back
are.
pass. How about that?
Look how quiet they are over there. Look at that. Oh my gosh! Look at that. Oh man! What a! Did you see that pass, Dave?
I'm seeing it all right now. Oh God! Hey,
Got him.
that was good. Look how bummed out Brian looks.
Yeah, I know. And look, Kristaps was right there. What's Kristaps doing? I thought he was going to be the game changer here.
Oh man.
Anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about fantasy football quarterbacks. All right.
I forgot.
Should we ask Brian what's going on? Should we try to?
No, leave him alone. Look at him wipe the tears out of his eyes. Yeah.
he
As
heard
a
us.
big
He
man
heard us.
just got dunked on.
I'm trying to find these stats. I got to find these stats. All right. Because I want to, let's see, fantasy football stats last season. Let's see. But fantasy football season about to start. And Dave, in your first round pick 1 through 12. Pick a number 1 through 12.
7, of course.
All right, let's say you're picking 7. At that time, Christian McCaffrey's gone. CMC is gone. Who else would be? Probably Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Oh man, what's another running back that would be gone? That's actually a good question right there. What running backs outside of Christian McCaffrey are round 1 worthy?
God, I wouldn't even think of picking a running back in the first round.
Would you? What about Derrick Henry?
Well,
Derrick Henry is a he's with a new team right now. You know, he might.
Yeah,
He might
I think they could really use him just for their scheme, just to open up their passing game, and like you said, for some, I don't know, not trick plays, but
it would be like not trick plays, but options. I think you're talking
yeah.
like an option run, which I think is true too. But outside of CMC, I think Derrick Henry is the only name that I can think of right now. Maybe, man, first round is so big. and I think it's wide receiver heavy this season. And all these quarterbacks getting these huge deals, and it's not leaving a lot of room for running backs. Maybe see like Josh Jacobs. He's with a new team. He's with Green Bay. If he's healthy, I cannot pick him in the first round. But maybe around 2 or around 3, depending on who's left on the board. But in an ideal situation, you will get Christian McCaffrey in the first round. But if you're not the first or second pick, you're probably not going to get him. It's not going to happen.
No, because of what he did last year. And that's one of those things with CMC, he's going to go early. He'll probably be the first pick again this year, but in our draft anyway. But I don't know if he's going to have the same fantasy output that he did last year. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. He stayed healthy all year last year, didn't he?
He did. I think he was only missed like 1 or 2 weeks. We got Cyberstorm in here. Says, go Mavs. I believe that's Mikey. And Derek White misses the 3. Dallas got the rebound. Luka's got the ball, bringing it up the court. Let's see what happens here. There's a high screen. He's going down. He calls for ISO. Step back, fade away, drains it, mid-range, right in the guy's face. 16-15. Boston is up right now. But let me pull up. I'm going to pull up some. I'm trying to find it. Why is it so hard to find like stats from last season?
All right, here's some other running backs to think of. Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson. Who else?
But yes, it is Mikey. Luka is going to. All right, Mikey says Luka's going to drop 40. That's a bold prediction here. That's a very bold prediction. But yes, CMC first.
He's going to have to drop 40 to win.
If Jonathan Taylor comes back, right, fully healthy, Jonathan Taylor, I think, is going to be. I still think he's going to go early, but the question is going to be how valuable is he going to be? I'm not going to pick him in the first round, but if I'm picking maybe 11 or 12 and Jonathan Taylor's there, then I might take him.
Really, in the first round?
Well, because in the first round you have to imagine that's with players like CMC, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. It's players like that are going to go first.
All right. Well, let me ask you this: in the first round, is it a good idea? I feel okay. Let me say it this way: I feel like there are more. There's a bigger pool of wide receivers to pull from than there is going to be of running backs. So, do you pick up if you're pick 11 or 12 at the end? Because then you almost have 2 picks in a row. So do you go ahead and lock in your running back and then move on to your kicker?
For me, if
that was a joke. You didn't get it.
I had to let it register here. For me, what I'm doing, Joseph Gore, he is a Boston fan. He says he's 50 miles from Boston. Well, Joseph, we're glad that you're joining in here. If the Bostons win, congratulations. But right now, Jaylen Brown's bringing up the ball. Celtics are up 17-15. There's 2 minutes left in the first. He pulls up a 3. He misses it. Tatum gets the rebound off of a Drew Holiday tip. Tatum's got the ball. He's making some moves. Oh, he does a fake spin. Takes it in for the layup. 19-15. Boston is up with the, oh, man, Dallas is pushing the ball. They got movement. They don't know what to do with the ball. The guy literally just went, what do I do? Oh, he's got an open 3. He takes it, drains it. 19-18. Boston is still up. Look how quiet Brighton is right now. They were all loud over there when they were up by like 4 or 5, and now it's a 1-point game. They're not. Oh, that was a travel if I ever seen one. What in the world? Jaylen
they don't call travels anymore.
They're gonna go crazy. They're gonna go crazy. Look at that. Look at Nate in the background. Oh my gosh, this is so. We need Micah Ford on here. We need to have Micah on the other side. We need. Oh.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
but all right.
Oh yeah. Well, that looked good.
Yeah. But late round picks. All right, late first round picks. So my strategy going into a draft with a late round pick. If you're pick 10, 11, or 12, if you're in a 12 man league, pick 10, 11, or 12. And all of the there's not a lot of running backs to pick from. A lot of the wide receivers look at this. All the wide receivers had already been picked. Should I unmute them for a second?
You should probably.
Oh, they muted themselves, so I can't unmute them. Here he goes. Maybe.
Oh, man. Golly.
Oh man, yeah. Boston's up 28-18. A lot happened really quick.
Yeah, it did. Holy cow.
Lucas taking the ball. Oh, he dishes it out. They take a 3. They miss it.
Oh, you know what? I'm behind. That's like 2 steals in a row.
Yeah, that's what they're freaking out about over there in Bryant's house. They're gonna take it down. 13 seconds left. Tatum's got the ball. They want the ISO. Lucas playing defense on him. There he goes. He step back. Misses the 3. Dallas gets the rebound. There's 2.5 seconds left. Push the ball up, and no, they're not even going to go for it. All right, Brian's going to want to come in here in just a second. But talking about the late round picks in the first round, if you got a late, if you're like 10, 11, and 12 in the first round, my strategy is this. There's only a few good running backs that are worthy of a first round pick, and a lot of the good wide receivers have already been taken away. And like you said, there's probably a bigger pool of wide receivers. So if I can, I want to get 2 really good wide receivers. That would be my pick. And then look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh,
man. They're up by 10. That's that magic number.
Yeah. But he said, didn't he say, when we were talking earlier, he said, he goes, what was it, 21-31, I guess, in game 4. Or, game 4. He's like 21-31 that Dallas would give up if that was it. So now they're down by 10. We'll get to see, is Dallas going to give up or they're going to keep it a close game? Oh, Brian, you have to unmute yourself. He said, do it.
That's right. I told my son he does it. Look, I ain't even got no voice. I'm going so crazy.
Oh.
I told you guys, it's the numbers. It's all about Lucky the Leprechaun. They're up by 10. It's over. They have 31 points at home. The Mavericks, they got 18 now. It's over. They're on lock. It's on lock. It's done.
He's saying it's over.
Is it over?
Oh,
Ladies
it's over.
and gentlemen, is it over?
I said 5 games.
The score doesn't matter until the final second is off the clock.
We'll be up by 30 by then.
That was really profound there, Bobby.
9-0 run.
Yeah.
I know one thing.
Up by 30 by then.
I was looking at my computer screen for 20 seconds. I looked back up and they had scored 8 points.
Nate, the only team to win a game by 30 in this whole series is the Mavericks.
And
the only team to win 3 games right now so far is the Celtics.
Yeah, I know, but Nate's over here saying, "Oh, we're going to be up by 30." You guys haven't done that series.
Yup.
Legend. He jumped too early.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good.
I'm enjoying you guys' reactions, though. It is
All
really.
right, you might want to mute us again.
All right, goodbye.
There we go.
Let me ask you about some individual players.
I love this, Dave. This is so funny. We got Brian. Brian's putting all of his heart and soul into this game over here, watching this game, and they're going all out. They come in, we entertain them for a little bit, we talk some basketball, and then we put them on mute. Like, all right, let's talk about fantasy football.
Get back to the good stuff.
It's so funny.
I mean, go Boston, yay! But whatever, dude.
All right, Dave. Throw me some individual names.
All right. I was looking at some news. So that's kind of where I was starting with. So I was seeing some things in the news, like, for instance, T. Higgins. So He wants to be traded. He's been saying he wants to be traded, but they put the franchise tag on him. Today, he signed the franchise tag. He's going to make like $28 million this year to finish out to finish out the contract, he'll become official free agent after the end of this season. We know he's the wide receiver. He's the number 2 guy. How do you think is he going to be a good pickup? You think for somebody? Assuming I've already picked up Jamar Chase.
No, I would not pick up T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. We did have somebody that did that last year. We're not going to.
No. I'm saying I've already got Jamar Chase.
Oh,
so that now you're picking next.
Oh.
Are you even going to consider T. Higgins at all?
I would consider him maybe in a very late round, maybe like a 6th round if he's there, if I really need it. But last year, T. Higgins ended up with he ended as wide receiver 49. He played 12 games, and on the season, he had 42 catches for 656 yards and only 5 touchdowns, and that made him wide receiver 49. So, knowing that it's a contract year for him, this is going to be a all year long season audition. He can't get out. He wants to play for another team. He's going to have to show his stuff this year. So you can see that, but that's not a guarantee. That's not a guarantee for good play. T. Higgins is good. He's a good wide receiver too. If I'm on my team, I would be comfortable starting T. Higgins if I had a player like Tyreek Hill, maybe even Devontae Adams or Justin Jefferson, something like that. I would be comfortable with that, but I'm not picking T. Higgins as my wide receiver 1. That is a wide receiver 2 or a flex option all day long. He is not worthy to be number 1.
All right. So here's the big unknown: Marvin Harrison Jr. Let's stay on the wide receivers.
Ooh.
Of course, he's coming in as a rookie for the Cardinals, but he's there. I'm looking at a report from ESPN.com. Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. was taking the top spot in receiver drills during minicamp. So do you think that is, as far as these minicamps go, I mean, are they just testing him out because he was their first round, 4th overall pick or whatever? Or do you think he's going to come out as their number 1 receiver?
No, he's going to be number 1. He's going to be the top dog on that wide receiver corps. And he's got Kyler Murray.
I know.
So Kyler Murray's throwing him the ball. Kyler Murray's mobile. They make things happen. There's nobody else on that roster that's better than Marvin Harrison Jr. So
the thing is, there's a lot of unknowns, but based on what you're looking at with the rest of the team, do you take a chance at having him your number 1 wide receiver on your fantasy team?
Ooh,
it'd be a good. I mean, is it a good gamble?
Oh man, I don't know about number 1. Oh, dude, I would pick Marvin Harrison in like round 4. If he's there in round 4, that's a steal. That's an absolute steal. So oh man, I can't start him right off the bat as my wide receiver 1. I would need to see a couple games. I would be okay starting him in my roster, but not as my wide receiver 1. Like,
you've got to go for guys like Tyreek Hill. That's another thing with Tua. I think he just signed an extension, didn't he?
No, he did not. I didn't unless I didn't see it come through. I know Trevor Lawrence did. Trevor Lawrence has an extension.
Oh,
that's
crazy! Like $200 million guaranteed.
Ridiculous amounts of money being.
Well, and he still had. I think he still had like 2 years left on his contract, right? So they've locked him in through 2030 or something.
Yeah, he's gonna be there for a while.
Yeah, I mean, good for him, but
I wish I was making that kind of money.
Me too. I wish you were too, because then I could borrow some from you. Oh man, I don't know where you're at, but I'm seeing Boston is up by like 14 points.
Right now, Boston's up 36-24, 8 minutes and 27 seconds.
That's okay. That's where I'm at too. So,
And they just called a foul on Kyrie Irving, I believe. Yep.
Kyrie Irving, or no, not him. Lively. That guy needs to comb his hair.
Hey, what's worse, Derek Lively's hair or George Kittle?
Oh God, listen. I can't stand looking at that stringy, long hair coming out of his football helmet. Ugh.
All right, Dave. Here we go. I'm going to name some wide receivers. We're going to do the keep trade cut for you, okay?
All right.
Here we go. Yeah, okay. Puka Nacua, Debo Samuel, and Mike Evans.
Oh, Mike Evans. Hey, well, okay. So, another year with Baker Mayfield. I don't know. I always like Mike Evans. Of course, I'm a Bucks guy. That's my home team. Who's the quarterback? Is it Stafford?
For the Nacua? Yeah, Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford. How did he do last year? I didn't pay much attention to him because he wasn't on my team. He was on one of them Larson boys' team.
Matt Stafford was not.
No, I'm talking about Puka Nacua.
Oh, Puka Nacua was phenomenal. I think he was top 5 wide receiver in the league.
Oh yeah, he had almost like 1,500 yards, 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was wide receiver number 4 on the season.
All right, so Puka Nacua, Mike Evans. Who was the other one?
And who was it? Puka Nacua, Mike Evans, and Debo Samuel.
Oh, Debo. Jeez. Man. All right, I think who's the number 2 receiver for Los Angeles?
Puka is Cooper Kupp's there as well.
Oh,
but Cooper Kupp was injured all last season.
Yeah. All right. I'm playing Debo. I'm going to play Debo, and I think knowing that if Cooper does Cooper Kupp ever play a full season?
Yeah, he did.
Played all 17 games.
He did like 2 or 3 years ago. He did.
Seems like he's one of those guys that gets hurt a lot. I'm going to play Debo.
So you're keeping Debo. Who are you going to trade away?
You know what? I'm going to trade Puka Nacua. You know why? Because he's coming off of a high from last year. So I get something good for him.
You probably would. So that means you're going to cut. Who is Mike Evans? Ooh, man.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
That is a tough one. Let me see. Cooper Kupp last season, he played 12 games. And he ended the season with 59 catches, 737 yards, and 5 touchdowns. So let's go back to T. Higgins. Would you rather have T. Higgins or Cooper Kupp?
I would rather have Cooper Kupp because he is the number 1. Than T. Higgins. It just depends. I don't know, man, because T. Higgins has got, like you said before, he's got something to prove this year. But is he going to be a baby if he's not getting the ball? You know what I mean?
No, he can't afford to. He can't afford to. There's no way. He's got to have a all-out season. Let's unmute Brian for a second.
This game is over.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He can't be both the bars. He's about to be 11.
What were they saying? What did they say? All I heard was, "Yeah, you're right." 45-31. Boston is up. 7 minutes left in the second.
They're up by 2 touchdowns, man.
2 touchdowns.
It's a 2-score game.
It's they're up by 15 right now, so they need 2 touchdowns, but also 1 2-point conversion. Luka's got the ball. He's driving in. He takes it, and they call foul. They call foul on that. Look at Nate. Look at that. Look at Nate's freaking out. How's that a foul? That's all ball.
How's that a
That's all
foul?
ball. That's
That's
exactly
no
what he said.
foul. I haven't even seen it yet. Hadn't even happened on my screen yet.
They actually are shutting it down. They shut it down after the first quarter. No, first quarter. You can't drive by the stadium and you can't walk either. Everything's shut down.
Oh, yeah. He elbowed him in the head. That's a foul. Tatum.
Dude, total foul. That's almost assault. That's assault.
You can't elbow somebody in the forehead.
You can't physically assault somebody on a basketball court.
This isn't hockey.
Yeah. Oh, Brian wants to say something. All right.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Brian.
So Boston had 35 points in the first half on what day was that?
Monday or Friday.
Friday. They already got like 46 and there's 8 minutes to go or something in the second quarter. Like I told you, blowout city. JT's locked in. He's almost got a triple-double already. Pay attention.
It's about time he shows up in the series. He hasn't
That's a good point. And Brock Purdy's better than Aaron Rodgers. Go talk about your football.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll take that from the Boston fan. We're going to mute that guy.
Speaking of Brock Purdy. No.
Why would we speak of Brock Purdy?
Huh?
That guy's trash.
No. We're going to find out. Once he gets signed to an actual NFL quarterback deal. He's gonna sign a big deal, I bet.
Brock Purdy, he ended last season as QB6. All right. Let me see.
Was he ahead of Trevor Lawrence?
I believe so.
Probably.
He had 4,200 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. So let me see. I'm going to find Trevor Lawrence.
I'll look him up.
Trevor Lawrence right here. He ended the season as QB 13, and he had 4,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. So Brock Purdy, oh man, that's a good that's a good point there, Dave. Brock Purdy and Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence just got paid, and he is not performing as well as Brock Purdy. So Brock Purdy's got to have something going on. Let's see. Micah Larson says Dak is better than Rodgers. That is a terrible take, terrible comparison. I'm not sure MVPs. I'm not sure how many MVPs, Super Bowl trophies, or even playoff wins Dak has, but it's not much compared to Aaron Rodgers. And I think Aaron Rodgers has won more games in AT&T Stadium than Dak Prescott has, because at least playoff wins. That's sad. That's a terrible take by Micah. Imagine being a Cowboys fan. Imagine. Dave, Dave, do you have stressful days?
Yes.
Do you have days where you're like, man, life is really hard?
Yeah, I do.
In those moments, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. In those moments, always know there's a Dallas fan out there somewhere.
You know what? That doesn't really bring me much comfort because I'm a Bucs fan.
Well, you guys have got a Super Bowl more recently than the Cowboys have.
Yeah, thanks to Tom Brady.
Wait, I think you guys have 2 Super Bowls in that time.
We've got 2 Super Bowls.
When was the first one?
I think it was the 2002 season or the 03 season. I don't know. It was a while ago.
So yeah, you have 2 Super Bowls, and the time that Dallas.
What is going on with your
what is happening?
Stuff, man?
You guys have 2 Super Bowls in the time that Dallas has 0. Drew Holiday just got blocked. Luka's taking the ball up the court. He's driving. He's scanning the court. Jason Tatum's playing defense. They're gonna put a screen. Is he gonna use it? They switch defense. He's got who he's one on it. He passes to Kyrie. Kyrie shoots a 3, misses it. Dallas gets the rebound. There has got to be a foul on that play somewhere. That is crazy. Jason Tatum is an animal. This guy is out here just just hitting people in the head. This guy is a problem. They need to get that guy off the court. That's a technical foul. That's what that needs to be. He just elbowed that guy in the back of the head. He obviously doesn't know how to play basketball. This isn't. We're not wrestling out here. We're playing basketball. And somebody needs to let Jason Tatum know. That's what needs to happen right now. All with the lob and the slam. 33-46. 13-point lead Boston has in the second with 6 minutes left. I don't think this game's over. Brian can say all he wants, and Joe Gore here in the comments, they can say all they want. This game is not over just yet. Look at that turnover. Wow. Do you think Nate's going to sit down during this game, Dave?
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He must have been standing up the last game they won, and he probably was sitting down last week. So he's probably thinking, "I've got to stand."
Yeah, game 4, he took it easy, just like the rest of the team.
Hey, Jalen Waddle agreed to a 3-year extension, $84.75 million, 76 guaranteed. From Adam Schefter. Waddle is now one of the 5 highest paid wide receivers in the league. So it'll be another year. We got Tyreek Hill, Waddle. That's a good receiving core.
Jalen Waddle is interesting. Interesting player. He was a little injured last season. He was a little injured. He was hit and miss, but the games that he did hit, man, he had some good. I think he had didn't he have one of those high scoring weeks? I think he had a high scoring week last season for somebody in our league. He dropped a crazy amount of points, but he was dealing with some injuries last season. It'll be interesting to see where Jalen Waddle falls in the draft board. Let me see. I'm going to look up and see what these guys have him ranked as. Let's see what his stats are. So then we can have a comparison of who we'd rather have. Jalen Waddle. All right. Dave, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle, he ended last season as wide receiver number 34. He played 14 games, and he had 72 catches for 1,014 yards and only 4 touchdowns. So if you're in a PPR league, which we are, where you get a point per catch and the yardage as well, then he's a valuable piece. But it's going to be interesting to see where he falls in that. Also with Tua, man, Tua's not the guy. Miami's got Tua.
What's the answer for him though? Is he going to be the guy somewhere else? The news I was just looking. They're saying that they should agree on an extension by the start of the season.
For Tua? Oh,
for Tua.
No, they shouldn't. The thing is, they have Jalen Waddle, they have Tyreek Hill now. Tyreek Hill, he's not going to be there very much longer. He's going to be done. Jalen Waddle has that extension. They're going to have to figure something out. They're going to have to trade Tua, or I don't know when his contract is up. But you know what? I'm going to predict this, Brian. I know you're listening. I'm going to predict this. Tua's going to go to another team, and within a year, he's going to end up as a backup quarterback. He will not be a starter in the NFL within 2 years.
I can see that happening.
What's up?
What do you think about Jalen Waddle as far as fantasy football draft? Where is he going to fall?
I think he's a 3rd rounder, mid-3rd, I would think. Because he's still going to be splitting time with Tyreek Hill. And then you got those 2 running backs if they're both healthy. So I know he's got a big contract now, but he's got to stay healthy though. He gets hurt. He gets hurt a couple games. He's got to stay healthy. He's worth the mid to late 3rd round. I wouldn't get him any sooner than that.
I agree with that. If you can get Jalen Waddle in the 4th or 5th round,
it's a steal.
That's an absolute steal.
Yep.
That's a great pick. Brian, how's your voice doing over there?
It's doing great, man. I'm doing awesome.
Hey, we got a new game. We're gonna go. Let's give Brian a little take of keep, trade, cut. All right. I'm gonna give you 3 players. You have to keep one, you have to trade one, and you have to cut one.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
You want to do wide receivers? Let's do wide receivers. All right, you got. Let's go. You got Jamar Chase, Debo Samuel, and Justin Jefferson.
This is easy. I'm keeping Jamar because he's got Joe Burrow. I'm trading Jefferson because who's his quarterback? And then whoever the other one was. Debo.
It was Debo. All right.
I'm trading him. I would get value for him.
All right.
Who are you cutting? Who are you cutting?
Justin Jefferson, because who's throwing to him? What numbers?
I got you. Okay.
You know.
All right.
And also, okay, would you rather have who was it? T. Higgins? Who's the other wide receiver we were talking about? T. Higgins and Dave, come on, man.
Puka.
Would you rather have T. Higgins or no? It was Cooper Kupp? Higgins or Cooper?
We were going with the number 2s though.
I want T. Higgins because he's playing for a contract now because he won't sign another. He's not going to sign another franchise. He said he's going to be playing for a contract. I want T. Higgins.
Yep, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
I see the game is back on, so I don't want to distract you from helping your win. So I'll put you on mute.
All right.
Dude, his voice is shot. It wasn't that loud at that Super Bowl party we were at his house.
All right. Let me see. Let me go back to the news, see if anything else is happening. Jared Goff signs an extension.
Which is big. That's big for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, for sure. I still can't get over Kirk Cousins, man. Getting that huge contract coming up like he's in. He's got the Aaron Rodgers injury.
Yeah, and he got that injury later in the season than
like late October.
Yeah. But they're saying that he's going to be healthy. They're saying that he's going to be available for the season. So, I think he went to the same doctor that Aaron Rodgers did. What happened was Aaron Rodgers was the first one to get that injury, right? Or I think actually J.K. Dobbins might have but Aaron Rodgers gets that injury first week of the season, and then all of a sudden he has this in with the doctor, and then with this in with the doctor, this guy's like speeding everything up. Like, I don't know what this guy's doing over there. And then Aaron Rodgers is like the plug for this doctor. All these guys were tearing their Achilles all season. And every person that tore their Achilles, they're like, yeah, but I talked to Aaron, and he hooked me up with this doctor.
Here's the thing, man. The Achilles injury was an epidemic last year.
Yeah,
and I've said it before. I don't think I've heard a season with this many Achilles injuries like ever. The last one I remember before this last season, the last Achilles injury I remember was Dan Marino.
Oh, yeah. That's a long time ago, Dave.
That was a long time ago, bro.
Hey, did you see this comment? You got a fan down here that's starting to agree with your ideologies of Aaron Rodgers. He says,
"Oh yeah, I can't stand his hair." Ugh.
He got a haircut though. He looks different.
I'm not over it though. Yeah, I'm still angry about it.
You're holding on to the past there, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh,
listen, I got to admit something. I just think Boston is a better team.
They are. I mean, on paper, statistically, they got the talent. They got. So yes.
I mean, I feel like Brian has been right this whole time. He was right about UConn. He's right about Boston. What's he going to be right about next year?
He's not going to be right about football.
Ask him about football. Who's winning the Super Bowl, Brian? Can you hear me?
No, he's got the TV on so loud right now. He's not listening to us.
Okay.
But
nerd.
Boston, yes. Boston, they do have a stack.
Yes, we're talking to you. Unmute him.
What'd you say?
I said, who's going to win the Super Bowl next year?
Cowboys.
Oh,
mute.
God. This is your year.
Wait. Come on.
You're back, Dave.
You're good. You're
Brock
good.
Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
No, the Bengals.
Oh man.
I got you, Dave.
The Kansas City Bengals.
Hey, he a Bucks fan.
No, it's his Purdy Rogers thing we have.
So they
going on.
wait. So we had 3 answers over there. We had the Bengals, we
Yep.
had the Cowboys,
Bengals.
and we had the
Joe
49ers.
Burrow's back fully healthy. Joe Burrow is MVP caliber.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, he had surgery on his wrist, but they say he's 100%.
He's fine.
Let's go.
You might want to mute us again.
Yeah, we about to go crazy. Bye, everybody. Talk to you in a little.
It's not still the first half. Oh, man. You're
30
only winning by like 11, 13 points.
They're on a fast break here. The Brown goes in. Oh, man. They're going to go crazy right here. All right. Kyrie's got the ball. Bringing the ball up court. Drew Holiday's playing defense on him. Oh, he spins off. He dishes it down. Oh, they kick it out. Takes a 3. Nails it. 3-point play. It is now 42-54.
right.
12-point game. Oh, they have to call a timeout because Derek White is bleeding from his mouth.
Faker.
He took, let me see what happened here. Oh my gosh. Dave, keep watching your screen.
I haven't
Watch
even
what
seen
happened.
it yet. Oh, I
Watch
see
what
Derek
happened.
White. All right, I see him bleeding.
Yeah, now
Did they
watch
do a
what happened
replay?
in his face. Look at this. He got. Are you,
Oh, God. Oh, man.
bro?
Oh,
Smashed his face right into the ground.
that hurt, dude. He just got concussed.
Oh my
God.
word.
That's like teeth, nose.
Dude.
That's
that
where
was-
you break them cheekbones. Oh, man, that's not good, dude.
It wasn't even like it's not even like a run and like you hit your head, but it's a run and that guy's forearm smashed him right.
I couldn't tell. Is it his nose or his mouth?
It's his mouth. It looks like. I think his mouth is bleeding.
He's back in, though.
Yeah. Is he missing a tooth?
He might be.
That was like a. All right, Boston's got the ball. Let's see. There's 2 minutes left. So what we're gonna do here, Dave, is we're gonna wait till halftime. At halftime, we'll bring Brian back in. We'll have our closing comments, and then we'll get off this thing.
You're breaking up, dude.
I'm breaking up.
You're breaking up. Brian's breaking up. Am I breaking up?
No, you're not.
Well, you're not now. You were.
No. What I was saying was, we're gonna wait till halftime, and once halftime comes in, we'll bring Brian back in. We'll talk about the game, have our closing comments, and then we'll get off this thing. It's been an hour and 20 minutes so far that we've been on. Jaylen Brown dishes it out. Derek White takes a 3, drains it. They're gonna go crazy. Watch, they're gonna go crazy. Yeah. 42-60. 18-point lead. Luka takes it in, lays it up. 44-60. 16-point. Is this the most basketball you've watched all season outside of the little bit you did watch of the tournament? Oh, Kyrie steals.
I didn't watch anything in the tournament.
I thought you watched a little bit of one game.
At your house, it was on in the background.
Oh,
I think
man.
we were doing the podcast from your house, and it was on in the background.
Oh man, Kyrie flew right into the. Oh my word! They watch that. Watch Kyrie.
How was he in the audience?
Yeah, watch this. They're gonna show the replay. He like.
Well, he tried to save that. Oh my God!
He's trying
Watch
to save.
out.
Trying to save the ball.
That old guy got tackled.
How are you feeling about your Boston pick here, Dave?
Huh?
How are you feeling about? Wait, no, you picked Dallas to win this game.
I did pick Dallas to win this game. I picked Boston in 7, but I don't know. I think Brian's right. I might have been wrong.
Brian's never right. Don't listen to that guy. He doesn't know.
He is sometimes.
Let's unmute them.
You know what the thing that Brian has on us that nobody else will ever have
What's that?
is the down 28-3 at halftime.
Oh, dude. Well, I got some of that, but not in the Super Bowl though. Not in the Super Bowl. Luka's taking the ball up. Man, they got him triple teamed. He dishes it out, pulls up a 3. They miss it. Boston gets the rebound. Drew Holiday's got the ball. Jason Tatum has the ball now. Kyrie's playing defense, bringing it up the court. He's at the logo. He calls for a pick. Al Horford gives him a pick. Oh, it goes double pick. Now he's got Luka playing defense on him. It's what he wants. It's a matchup he wants. He's going to pull up and ready. Yep, step back. Drains it. They're going to go crazy. Look, they're going to go crazy. 20-point game. 20-point game.
See Nate just run by in the background. These guys, man.
3-point play. Luka's got the foul. How many fouls does Tatum have right now? Let's see.
And 1. I'm
going to pull this up. I'm going to see how many fouls Tatum has. Joe Gore says Luka can have his 40. I'm going to go to the stats. I'm going to see the stats on this right now. So right now, let's see. For Dallas, Luka has 9. Jones Jr. is leading with 10 points. Boston, Tatum has 16 and Brown has 15. Let's see, but how many fouls? That's what I'm looking for. I don't know. There's a show. Oh, what just happened? Oh, he hit the buzzer beater? He hit a buzzer beater? Is that what happened? We missed it.
Bro, from half court.
Look at Brian going crazy.
Oh my God! Take the mute off. That I just saw it.
Hey, you're fixing the game, Donkey.
From the logo. From the Jerry West logo.
Guys, are you watching this?
Yes.
Are you watching my Boston Celtics?
I'm gonna cry.
Are you watching?
I'm gonna cry, he says.
Who said they were gonna cry? Who said that?
I have chill.
Woo! Micah said it.
Micah, is it gonna be your first championship of your life?
It's gonna be my first championship. I'll struggle for years.
Struggle for years.
And we got our dog down here going crazy. She bites us and everything because we go so excited.
Oh man.
She bites our ankles.
So for Micah,
I got no voice. I got nothing. I'm struggling.
imagine being Micah, right? So Micah, you're a Dallas fan your whole life. They get some playoff runs here and there. They lose everything. And you got the Rays. Rays make it to the World Series one time. They lose.
Yep.
And then you're a Boston fan. They make it to the finals a couple years ago, and they lose.
And that's what he said, too. He said he hated 2022. He said, oh, come on. The poor kid, he's about to be 20 years old. He's finally going to get a title.
Oh,
Maybe.
Man, congratulations.
Maybe.
So, hey, Dave, who's winning today?
I don't know. The Mavs may still pull it off.
Yeah, right.
Look, so
You don't know. It's
You're right.
Dallas.
Hey,
This could
you
be
wanna know
our
what's
night.
funny? You're absolutely right. I have no clue, but man, do I feel good right now. We got 24 minutes left to hold a 21-point lead.
right now, this is the stats on our poll, our running poll on TikTok.
What's everybody saying?
The Mavs 60% and the Lost in Celtics 40%.
How's that working for everybody?
102 votes for the Mavs, 67 votes for the Celtics.
We keeping receipts.
So you guys better
Taxes.
believe. In my video, I did call for the Mavericks to win tonight. So you better believe if Celtics win, I'm posting a video saying, I told you guys so. I told you the Boston Celtics are going to win.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
That's
There were
funny.
so many people commenting on the last one, like, that's not what you said.
That's the best way to do it, man.
Joe-
That's the best way to do it.
Joe Gore says, I called game with Horford's first 3-pointer.
Huh? When
All
it put him up 9-2, we all kind of said it too, but
They don't run.
yeah, I think, guys, I'm gonna have to be tapping out here because I got to get something to drink. I got to breathe.
Yeah, I was just telling Dave that we're going to wait till halftime. We're going to bring you in, get your take on the game so far, and then we were going to call it quits.
And the game right now is exactly how I said it was going to be. I said it was going to be Celtics were going to shoot great. They were going to have their best shooting game, and they've had their best shooting game. Dallas was never going to be able to match. They just weren't going to be able to do what they did in game 4. Like I said, it was going to be a 5-game series. I did have the Mavs winning game 3, not game 4. Everybody with that crazy energy for the Mavs, you probably shouldn't have done that because, like I said, if the Mavs won the first game, Boston won the next 3, you wouldn't have had the same energy. I keep receipts. You guys should keep receipts. We'll check this out here in about 2 hours, and I'll go and see if anybody's commenting some more. But Celtics in 5, like I said, before the series started.
All right. I just have one request, Brian.
Sure, Dave.
All right. And it's an if.
Okay.
But if the Mavericks pull out a win tonight, we need, you got to text us a video.
Okay.
I want you and all your boys sitting there humbly apologizing for just admitting it. All right.
But
no, I'll definitely, you know me, you know I'm good for it. I said it.
I know you are.
But if
I'll buy a Mavs jersey.
If the Celtics do win, I need you to take a video of if it's the final seconds, right? And you guys,
hey, listen, Zach is actually down here, our stat guy who's ready to jump back in and do our stats for us. Zach, say hi. Hey, Zach.
Oh.
So Zach is actually going to come down with like 2 minutes left and be recording us.
Yeah.
All
so
right, we need.
all I need is for the final seconds when you know the buzzer's going to go, and if the Celtics are going to win, obviously, then I need that reaction. I need that for some content.
Okay. All right, and Nate and I have a handshake every time the Celtics win, so we'll put that on there too. Yep.
There we go.
I'm recording on
All
my
right.
GoPro.
All right, y'all.
All right, guys, I got to tap out. I'm done.
All
All
right.
right, Brian.
Peace, everybody. Go
get
Celtics. Let's go.
Yeah, take
Oh
it.
my God.
Oh.
You'll get my reaction too. I'm going to send you my reaction.
Yeah.
also.
All right, Dave. Let's get off this thing. It's been fun. It's been an hour and 30 minutes. Let's peace out. Obviously, the Mavericks are going to win. That's just that. You ready for fantasy football?
I am so ready,
All right.
but I'm not as ready as I need to be. I got to
No.
get prepared, man. I got to watch the show. I got to
Yeah.
learn some stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Teach
100%.
me your ways, champ.
I'll do my best. And that's what it's going to be all about this season as we prepare for fantasy football. The greatest sport ever. The only sport where you have to do no physical activity. All you got to use is your brain. And even your brain doesn't matter because you can just pick whoever you want and you'll probably win a game or two.
Yeah.
Mikey. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been real. Dave, thanks for joining us here tonight. All of you that have been viewing, thanks for being in here. We appreciate it. We're out of here.
Peace.
See ya later.